I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdens me, when I am still and waiting in the silence until he comes and see the world reading.
Okay, there is this man who has written to us. He's saying the wife doesn't know how to cook. He wants to eat with his friend food cooked by the wife, but the wife doesn't know how to cook. How can you help this man?
Okay, the man should understand that we are in the 21st century. We are not in those centuries of our grandparents where your wife is your maid. No. Yeah, maybe I don't know how to cook because I'm always occupied with my work. I'm always occupied with everything. So I should learn. I'm not your nutritionist. So you have just to understand your wife. You have to make you have to make yourself understand that we are not born with this person. We never grew up with this person. This person grew up in another environment so different with mine. Let's say like me now, like I'm married. I know how to do my own things. Then there is a lady somewhere who's in the whole of her life, she has been just depending on her nanny. Maybe her work is to study and be in a business environment. So when you marry such kind of a woman, she has her own strength and she also has her own weaknesses. And that is why I tell you that communication is the key. We just come back to communication. We just come back to partnership. We just come back to loving each other the way they are. So you just have to understand. Don't force me to do things that I'm not supposed to do because I'm not your nanny, I'm not your maid, I'm your partner.
Okay, for some men, because the wife can't cook, they'll bring another woman in to be able to cook and then eat that food that is cooked by the woman. So what can you tell this woman who is left behind?
Okay, let me ask you a question. A responsibility of a woman, is it only to cook?
No.
We have other responsibilities. So if I'm not able to cook, you take it personally. That is not love. That is not marriage. That one is a trial. That's why I told you that you must be prepared for that.
No, you see, they say that the way to a man's heart is through the stomach. So you have to know how to cook. So why shouldn't you go and learn how to cook?
Okay, it depends on the person. If the person is able to go back to learn how to cook, yeah. If the person is not able to do that, we have just to come back, sit down, talk about it, get a solution towards that thing. So when we don't solve the problem, that man hasn't solved the problem. Your wife doesn't know how to cook. You've married another woman. Have you solved the problem? Sit down, solve the problem, face the problem, then come up with a solution.
So can we tell these girls who are about to get married, they need to know how to cook first before they engage in marriage?
Okay, I also have to ask the person that when you are married, are you 100% equipped for that marriage? Everybody has the flaws. So when I'm facing my own problems, I have my challenges, I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses. So maybe cooking is my weakness and I have a strength somewhere. We have to look everything before we come up to a solution. The reason as to why the rate of single motherhood is very high in our country is because men think that they are perfect. They are not.
Okay, thank you very much.